Let's check out our Math Schoology page. First, I am going to go to my Math Schoology, so I logged on to Schoology and I clicked Math. This year our math icon looks like this picture. Once we're here, we've got the very first link is our calculator. This is what you need on your computer every day during the warm-up before we actually start taking notes. If we're taking any sort of assessment or test on Eduphoria, and we'll do that at least once a week, you'll need to click on the Eduphoria link. Your login is just your student ID number, and the password is jackets with a capital J. After that, we have a white folder to kind of match the background if you haven't changed your contrast settings. All of the white folders are folders that we've previously used but are not currently in. If you click on Binder Reference Documents, you'll see all of the documents that we put in our binder on the very second day of school. You can click on any of those PDFs to see a picture of what we put into our binder. I'm going to now go back to Materials. Currently, we're in Unit 1. Everything about Unit 1 that you need to know is written down here right below the folder. What's very important about this part of the folder is it tells you when all of our work from that folder is going to close permanently. After August 18th at 11:59, you can no longer complete any assignments from this folder. The very first part underneath the folder description tells us when our test date is, and then beneath the closing date is the lesson order. It's got a breakdown of what we're doing on each day. Once you click on the folder, you'll be brought to 3 more folders. You have a folder that's titled Assignments to Complete. In this folder, you'll find a list of every assignment that you need to do and a place to submit it. The second folder is titled Printable Notes and Assignments. These are blank versions of notes and assignments, and when you click on something, you can then download or print the paper so that you have another copy of it. When I go back to the materials for Unit 1, the third folder says Video Lessons and Completed Notes. When you click on that, you'll be brought to a list of videos and more PDFs. The videos are titled with a V and an underscore, followed by the title of the video. You're brought to the video that matches the description. Below all of the video links is just a copy of notes. If you went to the copy of notes and see a copy of completed notes here. Let's look at those materials one more time. We started out with our calculator, then we have our Eduphoria link because we'll be using this weekly. After that, we have any white folders are old folders that we're not currently using. And then any black folders are folders that we are currently using. Inside of the current folders, there's 3 more folders. One for all of our assignments to complete. Printable notes and assignments. In this folder, if something's leading with an N and an underscore, those are blank versions of notes. And if something's leading with an A and an underscore, those are blank versions of assignments. Then in that third folder, we've got a copy of all of the notes that we've taken and a link to the video of each lesson. That's what you can do to look at all of your materials and find everything within Schoology. Let's click on Grades now. In Grades, you'll see that there's a 2024 M1 6 weeks. This is going to pop up first for us because we're in the first 6 weeks. When the 6 weeks changes, sometimes Schoology lags. So when we start the second 6 weeks, you're going to click this little arrow here, and that's going to collapse everything from the first 6 weeks. Then you can open everything from the second 6 weeks. Looking at the grades for our first 6 weeks, I've got exam grades and daily grades. If the daily grade has a dash with the word missing by it, you can no longer complete this assignment. Off to the right-hand side of a grade, sometimes there are notes for you. In this case, the student didn't complete the back of the paper. Sometimes you'll see a green hexagon with the title exempt. That means not counting against you in the grades. If you see a dash on Schoology, that just means we haven't completed the assignment yet. If you see something that has a 0 on it, that means you haven't turned it in, but you can still turn it in. Each week we have warm-ups. Those warm-ups are not something that I take for a large grade, but I still do take them for a grade. 4 points equals 1 whole week. This isn't due until September 15th this time, because in this 6 weeks, we end on September 15th. Under all of our daily grades, we have exam grades. For example, we have our Unit 1 tests. This is a dash because we have not taken it yet. After we take that, our grade will be uploaded. This about covers exactly how to follow through everything in our Math Schoology this year. There are percentages by each of these marking periods. These are not the percentages that you've earned. This just means that altogether, everything in M1 6 weeks is worth about 17% of your grade. Everything in M2, so the second 6 weeks, is worth about 16 or 17% of your grade. Again, the 50% by the word daily does not mean you're earning a 50%. This just means that everything that is a daily grade will average together, and that will make 50% of your first 6 weeks grade. Same thing for exam. This doesn't mean that you've made a 50% on an exam. This just means that all of your exam grades will average together to complete 50% of your first marking period grade. Throughout the year, if you have questions, comments, or concerns about what to click in Schoology, or how to find something in Schoology, please don't hesitate to find me before or after school, or during jacket time, and I can help you find something on Schoology.